To quote Sir Bronn of the Blackwater from Game of Thrones, these fuckers are going to swamp us.
Deployment.
Cool interaction.
That's what I was looking up. I believe it's 2 distance units in. I'm not sure.
Starting with the player with the most unit cards, each player will place 1 unit card face down in their deployment area.
There's a sneaking suspicion I should have read this shit at some point last night.
Whose phone's gonna be it today?
70 centimeters across is advisable, and we deploy 15 within the first 15.
Oh, wow.
So it's 8 distance units across.
You have 2 D6s.
I can't imagine doing this shit without laptop. There's nothing to stimulate your brain.
That's not longer than that, so it's the deployment zone's what?
Oh, it's 8 between our 2 units, our 2 forces.
Nice little roll.
That's what it was.
Favor the odds better.
2 D6. I feel like that's better.
Order.
8 DUs between our deployment.
That's 9, so.
It's always, it's like with 2 D6, you want to know high. You get double 6 if you don't have.
You got 6.
That's it. Now, did I even bother to take any ranged shit?
2 averages, and above average. We'll do like
Oh, we're always out of range.
Was it at a 9?
Oh,
What am
wow.
I thinking?
See, I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like D6 is, it's less randomized, because it's like, you nat 20, it's just like, oh, you go first.
Yeah.
Ironically, you winning that means I won. I won the last.
It was my first one.
Yeah, you did. It was a little. We're not going to talk about that. That was, oh my god, literally, I had a 30-30 with life steal on the board. Or life, what is it, life link? I don't even remember. Life link. And I was like, you know, I'm not going to attack with it right now. It's doing sweet.
And you can deploy your units in special formation after we flip them.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any. I know you do.
You know what? I'm done.
I might have some
I
shield
played a
walls.
blame game.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the blame game on you, motherfucker.
Just giving you a little taste.
Yeah.
Like live?
Well,
You edit? Like I'm gonna see this on YouTube later?
maybe.
Oh,
We
It
don't make a
won't be
complete
edited.
hash of it, sure.
no. I gotta find a guy to do voiceover for me. I sound like a lispy bullfrog. I can't be online.
I hate my voice.
You know.
I'm up.
Me too. Watching you tell your VA story might be the highlight of my week.
My
Not VA story, but your unfortunate
I only got 2.
my Meals on Wheels story.
Yes, it's good stuff. You didn't get to watch it. It's on the
You
list.
can do it too if you have a
It's
rock.
on the list. I
I
don't think
don't
you
know,
guys
I
have
still
seen it.
maintain you've got a career in the food service industry on the cook's line.
Sure.
I bet he had a great career as a barber. I bet he could cut his own hair better than the guy who paid to do it for him. What the fuck were they thinking? Pardon my language, YouTube. What were they thinking? Oof.
That's what he heard. You heard high and tight. Not, I don't want a high and
We went
tight.
to a Marine Corps barber, so you get what you pay for. $13?
20.
Really?
Inflation.
Yeah, inflation, I guess. You guys have never met Danielle. Jim.
How do you do?
Danielle. The only other human being on the planet who ever has gotten like freaking scary movie references. He's worse than I am, and that's saying something. That guy can talk to you.
Alright, so you gotta find out. Oh, what the hell?
The box with the houses is in the back seat.
I can wait for you to take a break. So you can walk away for 5 seconds. I'm
We'll
going in
set
your car.
up. We'll set up and I can get it.
You're an old crotchety disgruntled vet. I ain't going in your car.
It's clean.
That's not what I'm worried about.
Fairly certain he
There's
hasn't
no
got it
trap.
to blow.
My conscience isn't. I can't be getting blown away today.
You set up?
Yeah, I'm out.
Wow.
Like I I said, I know you got me outnumbered 2-1. I'm fairly certain you got me outnumbered 3-1. Can't help it. The cheapest unit I got's 100 points. I'm gonna like.
This, you know, what support in this game do you for other units near you do?
Support.
Like if you're flank and rear
Yeah, you get just get bonuses to your
dice.
dice.
Okay. It was gonna be very sad.
Thank you so much.
No, you are very welcome.
I forgot to bring like my collection.
It's funny too, because I also got this pack specifically for that reason, because the other green one, where it gives those years, is in this set. So,
I've only looked up one of those.
5, 8,
if I pull it.
12, 13, 21. 21 to 7. Yep. 3-1 on the odds. I'm all good.
Are you gonna come by after this, if I didn't, magically appear?
I was, yes.
Yeah, will we have any other business today?
No, I brought a container if you wanna put that terrain in.
Okay, I got 3 bankers boxes. You just wanna take
Did you
them
bring it here?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Do you just wanna take each other's boxes, giggity, and then trade back later?
yeah,
I'll keep it clean for you.
I don't need the box back.
Stop giving me plastic boxes.
It's like he knows you.
Dude, everybody keeps giving
I have a shipping company
He does have a shipping company.
that will soon hopefully stop.
We're gonna wake up on the Great Wall if we cross him. Let's get out of here.
Go ahead and take care of your stuff.
shipping company.
Yeah, but the box forts you can build are spectacular.
Yes. I can start a lot of fires too, and then I don't think I can put my general on the ally, can I?
Well, I'll tell you why not. If you lose him, you lose the game. Keep that in mind. Won't exactly put him in a unit of chaff.
Be right back.
Sure.
My commander today. We're gonna be goading a lot.
That's funny.
How'd you get to, oh, right, times two.
Yeah, times yeah.
And we'll put it on here. This way was, I don't have a swamp or anything.
Honestly, I would probably say no swing. Yeah, I think all their tanks have.
She's about to do some poison power. She's finally gonna do it.
No.
What? What? You usually get messed up with this.
I do, and that's because you asked me.
Perhaps. was to blame? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was Jack. I really.
So I mean, you could, I don't think that there's any sculpt line, like,
Got my bug.
This is a 2/2 creature.
Oh. I was good poison on her.
You can do this. That's.
Poison.
It begins.
No, you're good.
How much proliferate do you have in your deck? How much proliferate do you have in your deck?
Here, let me turn.
Not many. I think that's that.
Here. Okay, turning poison turns into make a damage now for everybody on there.
really, yeah, the paper one, or the.
Bring out a mayhem devil.
There are cards that say proliferate and then proliferate again. Yeah, like
Oh.
like there's this one card that just says proliferate twice every time you do something. It's like, oh, okay.
Whenever a player sacrifices a permanent, mayhem devil deals 1 damage to every target.
You see what you go for? Was that a creature?
My turn.
Whenever someone stacks something?
Yeah.
I what, lose a life?
You can hit
One
anything
damage
for
to
1
any
point.
Oh, okay. So you get to pick anytime someone does that. Interesting. I know the target, so it's just gonna be
I'm
like.
not saying
Hey,
you're the target.
You said last time.
Did I?
You were like, hey, I'm bringing the punishment for you, buddy.
And that was my turn.
Maybe I just wanna play it. I don't wanna like get a target on you already. I'll learn it.
You don't want to make enemies with everyone?
Though, when I'm reading it.
Oh, right, never mind.
I know it's gonna get me some cards.
I was like, Mayhem Devil, that's not Amanatu, it has to be the, oh right, it did say you were getting that. Alright, I will play my nesting grounds. Of course I draw it when I'm not using my.
It's already so pretty
I'll play my. Neeks.
though.
2/3 with the reach at the beginning of my upkeep. Start billing, I guess.
Oh no.
Enchantment creature. He's got like the heartless symbol.
Oh yeah, that's funny. This is a heartless.
As you can tell, I like bruise my knuckles at work.
I just drew them.
At Buffalo Wild Wings, you're supposed to like rallies
No.
buckets with the sauce on. Which is
Oh, like the wings and stuff.
yeah.
That sucks.
So yeah, one of them's peeling. It's only day 2, but a little bit better.
You got gloves you can wear when you're playing there? No.
Well, I have rubber gloves on. That's it. Final ones.
Okay.
Trying to think about the most.
Perfect.
Trying to think about the most.
Perfect.
Yeah, the most optimal given situation with the divided hand. That's great. Or what about him? Just if you want. Yeah, this one. Whenever you deal combat damage to me, your you're trying to get this trample, I'm just gonna block both of them. Okay. Which one first? On response, are you doing anything? Actually, this one dies. He doesn't have any combat damage anymore because he took damage. One. Reaching dies. I know, I guess I could've blocked the other
Isn't
one.
it you were getting held after the combat?
No, yeah, I'll block the other way, so, how it would work is.
Oh, it's interesting.
I'm blocking with both of them, right? He swings into this, he has one
I'm
combat.
just doing my bit to
So then, he basically
generate income for the store.
I got $260 worth of kill team crap sitting over there at my cost.
I looked at it, I don't like the new set, well, I don't like the army set.
It's not like it
I don't either. I already sold Sean McBride. Already bought the Vespas from me. I wanted it for the terrain and the rules and the cards and stuff. The new gimmick now is being him drop troops, and they're the only two drop troops in the game.
Based off combat damage, or just getting hit?
So you can like fly down
Based
from
off combat damage, that's
Well,
what it does.
space.
But you can't, teleport.
Yeah, combat damage to that.
Or no, was that border patrol?
Border Patrol. We start with some of those cards.
Yes, you get your hand size full of cards, which is the Centurion helmet on your general's card at the end.
Actually, with.
Okay, remember every time we fight, we gotta pull one of these.
Uh-huh.
Every time we shoot too, right?
If they decided that.
something
yeah,
like
they
that.
pick
Yeah,
which
because some of the cards have
Yeah,
shooting.
Unit where this general is located gains the abilities athletes and deadly.
Correct.
Would
Fair
say
enough.
I hit this one first and has 2 health.
So,
After
we are going to roll the d6 and add our leadership to it.
Yeah.
Mine's a
So then
2.
this, it wouldn't affect.
So I got a
the
7.
others.
7 also.
So then, yeah, this one.
Okay, we're going to do this again and not come up with the same number.
Nice.
I got a 4.
Yeah, you just didn't know.
So you get to be the active player. You're going to be the first to play an action card.
Not no death, it was based directly on combat
And
damage,
we-
it was just getting hit by it.
Fuck, I don't remember
I
shit.
mean, if you get hit by a hero game.
We draw up at the end of our. We only draw 3 cards. Or one
I just didn't think about it.
End of turn, you draw action cards and then check to see
I guess
the
you
number.
can
I
declare, can you even
believe
declare an attacker that has
the way it
zero
works
attack?
is
Yes.
if
Oh,
you
you
play
can.
cards,
Oh, right, cause then you could just combat like.
you get to draw
Yeah.
1, yes. Or you can draw up your hand size if you
like
you can,
pass.
plus 2 plus 0.
That's it.
Well, too late now.
Actually,
special formations, yada, yada, yada.
or
End of turn phase. Turn playing orders. If the active players play at least one order, they draw
Let
one
her
card.
do what she wants to do.
If you do not play
I
orders,
actually
even if you
think she
played
gets what she wants
events,
from that deck, so she can
you
actually-
can either discard cards if you want to and draw the same number of cards plus 1, or you can just draw a flat one.
Flat 3.
Yeah, or you can pitch cards and draw a number equal to what you pitched plus 1 addition,
If you don't do anything.
if you did not do anything.
Otherwise, you only draw 1.
Correct.
And we can play as many as we want in the turn.
Yes.
Mountains, where's the mountain?
That's not a mountain, that's a hill.
No, I got my Falksman.
Rob sat you down and was like,
He didn't sit me down, he just. Yes.
he sat down and beat your ass.
With the cards that I gave him. I was like, hey,
Decisions,
open these
decisions.
cards. And he's like, hey, let me put them in my deck. And then he takes my answer.
Where's the special stuff?
What do you mean?
Mountain symbols.
You don't have one of these in the
Flying
list of
ward.
cards I gave you?
Yeah, the mountain's not
Flip it
on.
over.
Whenever an opponent loses life for the first time during each
There's
of their
no
rounds,
mountain
they
on
draw a
this
counter on Valorant.
Are you sure it's a mountain? What color is the symbol?
Green with a little mountain in it.
Green with a little mountain in it.
I just have a
I have not
Not affected by penalties related to movement, position, or combat in sloping or mountainous terrain.
Hill.
It's a 3-3. And now I get
And then little spear one,
everyone from it loses life for the first time.
phalanx, and the other one, green spear, spearman. So +1 against mounts, and
Like, I think the whole idea is like, when something
damage,
passes
first sword +1,
And then
You
the
still
big
get the
rocks,
draw.
yeah.
Oh, there's other cards. that
and,
don't make
oh, it's a
Your
special
creature will
formation.
Make us lose life and make you draw.
That's it. Phalanx
Okay,
special formation.
um,
So just like your shield wall
Right.
or whatever.
You get,
yippee.
Half movement.
you get, first strike, and you get, +1 attack for half movement.
Yep.
Okay, so first order of business, play all the cards from your hand that you're going to play.
We identify them.
Yes, you have to identify them,
That
and
one.
you have to say which units you are activating with them.
So we don't go 1-1-1.
Nope.
And then I'm already
Devotion is counting each, right? You said.
Yeah, like you would have currently 2.
I'm gonna do mobilization here, and another mobilization. These don't have to be within range of your general though, do they?
No.
But sometimes the range of your general adds extra stuff based on the cards, yeah. So I can do 7, I can move 14 units.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
So they move 2,
Those are all the cards you're playing?
yeah.
Ironically, I think you're about to.
Put
we're
these
about
back
to
again.
go off together.
Oh, really? Oh, boy.
Now, do you have skirmishers?
Skirmishers,
Yeah,
I believe.
Skirmishers can split their movement,
Funny.
because the way it works is you go movement phase, then you go, ranged attack phase, then you get the skirmish mover phase. If the skirmishers save any of their movement points, they may move again.
And then skirmishers moving through rough terrain is just -1.
Yeah, it's just a loss of 1 movement point.
Sacrifice is a permanent.
Oh, permanent.
Yeah, this is a land is a permanent.
Oh.
They can only, like,
Can't
these
hero
move
anyone else anywhere?
2, so they can only move 2 DUs.
Correct.
Can you run it?
You lost life,
I didn't
Run
realize.
oh, no, you did it, you're right.
Uh,
Now you actually gained life.
I just moved.
Just
No
hit
charge
target.
bonus.
yeah.
Did you want to? Cause yeah, you'll get your,
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you instead, cause I wanna get this guy.
yeah, you'll get your draw.
Thank you.
Like march move. I don't remember doing any march moves.
Oh yeah, I don't get the life. You're right.
Do you remember?
No, then again, it's been
Yeah,
a couple
wow.
of months.
You get 2 lands off the bat.
Let's see here.
Movement.
Overlapping. Regular movement, forced march. An active unit can move up to double their movement points by using forced march. You must announce this before moving and place a marching marker on the unit when you finish its movement. A unit with 2 movement points during a forced march could advance 3 distance units and rotate up to 90 degrees once. A unit performing a forced march cannot charge nor do ranged attacks during that turn. Units in special formations with a blue marker cannot do a forced march unless they get rid of the formation.
Oh, okay, cool. So you can march. Yeah, you got the march counter and it's minus all the other stuff. Yeah.
That's why I had to pull it out.
That's crazy.
However, if you do forced march and get attacked, you're screwed.
Go force march.
Okay.
You can shuffle them while I don't get it. Have to return a land.
All 4 of those
The cool
forced
thing
march.
about this is my land
Yeah.
doesn't even come back with this, so.
I don't think they'll get in combat, but just for purposes.
You know us Romans. We're known for our ranged attacks.
They're good.
There's 7.
Okay.
Oh, really? Alright.
Then I draw a card.
No, you're not going to do ranged attacks if you have it.
No.
Now you're going to do, I think that's, for the people with 4 smarts. Once you've done your ranged attacks, now it's skirmisher movement if you kept any of that. Melee phase, check for anybody that's running. End of the turn, draw 1 action card, and play passes to me. I am going to play Probe.
Now playing the cards in the blue part, we go back and forth. While we're-
Yes,
yeah,
that's your.
That's how we burn.
I'm going to play Probe on these Evocati and Legionnaires. I'm going to play Skirmish over here. So, we've got a move of 2, however, we're in shield wall formation.
You can't tap admin
We'll
and
move
then tap.
forward 1.
I thought you said you were spending 3 to do that.
No, the equivalent.
Oh, right. I thought it was
It
the
was a
draw
cheat sheet.
bar,
Forward.
activate only. It's not, that's
And fighting in the woods is -1.
For melee, I don't believe so.
No, just movement.
Yeah.
Shooting.
Yeah, now shooting, it'll block line of sight.
When your turn is done, it goes.
That's 1,000 points.
Oh,
This is 1,000 points. Each one of the
110.
The Legionnaires are 100 apiece. The Evocati and the Praetorian Guard are 150 apiece, and the Cataphractari are
Oh,
200
you took
apiece.
cataphracts.
Cause I
Wow.
didn't know, I thought they went around the turn, but I
Yeah, no, that's how.
I think your cataphracts are gonna blow through my life.
I hope so, 'cause otherwise I'm screwed.
Are in your turns, meaning like, let's say
So,
you tap 3 mana, and then you
we're
go
back
into
to
combat,
you.
that mana's fucking gone. Cause that's at the end of a step.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't realize that.
Did not know that.
And then if you get a card that
And
says
then
like, gain 20 mana.
They did the
this
Kickstarter
mana
for,
deploys, that's the status of it. That's
under
fine.
the Eagle. Then they put one directly to their 300 program, where it's just basically pre-orders. They decided to do Rome Season 1. So they're selling 5 armies in their own boxes, one for Julius Caesar, one for Pompey, one for Vercingetorix,
Or we did one of them coming back.
or somebody else. There's like 5 different army boxes, plus another compendium explaining who the hell does what for this. Unfortunately, if you order all of it, you're looking at like 110 euros.
When's that go on?
It's going on
So
now.
it's not a creature with.
That's something I would like.
So look into it. Send you a link to it when I
Send me
get
a
home.
link, cause I'll buy that.
So, because it's it was supposed to be the Julius Caesar era when he became dictator.
That's what I wanna do in miniature, especially the Julius Pompey Civil War. So, and I really like this game, so I know we probably don't wanna dump any more money.
Well, it's not don't want to, it's
That
can't.
would've fucked us up.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
All right. So anyway, we're back to you.
But
Probably every
I think
fucking
I would
card.
buy that.
Yeah, no, that would've just, that would've made that thing
Looking-
so
I
humongous.
was asking this guy for scenarios and stuff that I game with Hail Caesar overnight, and he sent me this old War Games Illustrated that has some scenarios from DBM type stuff, old games.
I made Dylan exile my
But I
creature.
really like this game,
Yeah, I know.
and then I wanna do, Roman
It was
Civil
not a
War,
creature yet,
in
so.
miniature
Technically,
also.
it counts as a creature, so my effect.
But I really like the way this game plays. Just, it's elegant the way it is, and it's easy, and it's not.
It was one
Doing
way.
a good job.
Insane looking.
Isn't it?
Oh, he's so
You
bad.
wanna do mobilization again?
Yeah, and everyone's upkeep, we'd have lost health.
So there's 7.
Fueling the fire.
Oh, yeah, you're an idiot.
I got no creatures. 4/4.
Or what?
Do matter of chance, I get to move as many units as I roll.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it also has menace right now. Everything's swinging
So
with that menace.
13
So even if I
units.
had the one creature, I wouldn't.
He's drawn a mobilized whole army card.
And I think it's so any of my decks are right on it.
Actually, yeah, let's do that right now.
Oh, nice.
That's really good for this one.
Yeah, so do I do.
Cause she's just gonna swing in.
Yeah.
You know what that means, right, menace?
3.
I had to have two things.
I just need two.
Did I tell you I bought a heavy gear army?
No.
Well, $265 worth of stuff for $100.
Oh, really?
I couldn't pass it up.
I spent a lot. On
So
this
I got
too.
a saddle.
Yes,
And I'm going back to him. He's got to double check to make sure he still got it. But he had a pair of North Starter boxes, $30 a pop
That's the problem. I don't
for
have.
the full box.
For my little ass army in the rule book, I think I spent like $500.
What the hell did you buy?
I bought the book, which
Yeah.
is free online.
Yeah.
You know, the rule book, I think, is
$60 for the big one and $30 for the
shipping,
little one.
shipping from Canada.
Since you guys have
So
never
I
really
bought the
like-
starter box, see a starter box, bunch of the metal blisters of the
Take a pic.
hover bikes, the little frenzy robot dudes, and another mech box. So I got the starter, I got like 8
Oh, yes, enjoy it. Thanks for coming, guys.
tanks, I got 2 tanks, and then a bunch of infantry and the bikes to flush it out. I painted up my force, and then I went over the lads and the man were there,
I
and
did
I'm
get
like,
great.
I don't wanna play with these guys.
I can, once I get everything assembled, I got one model waiting on me to get a pin drill. Because the Hammer of Doom he's supposed to be carrying is not gonna stay put unless it gets pinned. But I think
So like, those are like super hard to come by.
Okay.
once I buy abilities,
you.
I
I
can
know
tap out
getting a
like
land isn't
300
always the feel
threat
great.
value.
So I'm like,
Yeah, my last
I like
one was a
pretty
land.
land.
I don't know what ours is.
So,
well, I mean, the
Sideways
Origins
is
song
a
is a very different
move,
story. That's
correct?
not
Yeah,
a
I
land.
It's not a land,
Half-
that's a whole
I
journey.
think it's like
It
double.
sucks that this is literally.
It's double.
For,
Where is that?
I think it's have to use one moving point. Half a unit
Cool, so I
is
get
one.
like,
Alright.
card, I mean, it's card
Overlapping,
draw.
reduced
so
movement,
cool.
special maneuvers,
But like,
moving in all directions. Anyone can move in any direction, either backwards, maintaining the same orientation. You can move in one direction, but can also change at every step. When doing this type of maneuver, partially or computer, the unit gets reduced movement and cannot charge.
Reduces double.
Even skirmishes.
Damn, you just have to know it does.
So reduces double.
That sucks. I just got this gear.
Don't wanna just charge forward and drown yourself in the lake for me. I'd consider it a personal favor.
Well, I got the good Overlord, too bad he's not Shatter
So
Foil, got the green one.
that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I got the green one.
10, I got 13.
like, I mean, the base really still, the base brand is still worth some money.
Yeah,
So,
no.
Yes, thank you for those models. The Raiders look awesome.
yeah, they're cool. That there's a whole bunch of Viper pictures.
Yeah.
When I started printing, they're all the same like the picture didn't match the file. Like they were all the same. That one, they're pretty
I also
plain.
decided that you guys are too good of friends.
Alright.
They look.
So,
But one guy had one that was all
whoever wins this
detailed
game-
and stuff, and I downloaded it, printed it. It was the same one I printed before, the smaller ones. I'm like, that doesn't match.
The whole thing?
There's one that's a model.
That's why I said, I feel like you guys are too
All
good
the
of friends.
parts. I'm
I
like,
can't do that, that's me.
Hold up.
Still
You might gotta
on
run
the
this one back. I'm gonna have to jump in.
40K
That's the whole plan.
Reddit.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I saw this, it looks really interesting, I think it'd be a better game than Legions Imperialis.
I watched all the
But getting the
faces go.
models, where do you find the models at? Go to
Okay,
Cult
level up,
3D,
not gonna actually
do
read
a
the
search.
cards again.
Well, yeah, but where do you get them from? Well, you get the files from Cult 3D, then you gotta get them printed. Well, who does that?
And it looks like an
And I'm
old
looking for like free. Good luck, let me know how it turns out for you.
you a link to Anycubic on sale, $149 printer.
Starting out a little strong.
Oh, no.
I mean, actually,
This is
Oh.
because.
Yeah.
printing is
What's the
cheap.
health on
Yeah.
that?
It's just having the ability, the facility, the area, the ventilation, the room,
Yeah, it's
not
great.
having kids, dogs, cats, you know, asthma.
You're bringing the bees out again?
I can't
Oh my
use a can of
God,
Pam
no.
in my house. The dog will run from the opposite end of the fucking apartment to come bark at me because I'm spraying Pam into a muffin cup.
Yeah, that's, and then you were scared. I'm not a huge learning curve on how to do it. There's enough videos out there. After about 30 minutes, you're pretty
Where was
good.
the last time free things were given away? I was-
And it's not expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the ability to do it. And then, like Jason and I get to a point where you print it so much, it's just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I've been printing all week. Stuff I don't need, I'm printing stock of that big Mr. Tone stuff.
The guy who trades cards.
Because I started selling that again.
That's what's
$10 for 10 figures. And it's all Beasley, Doctor Who stuff. It sells.
Yeah.
So I've just been doing inventory, Planet of the Apes. You've been buying Planet of the Apes and Cylons left and right. They're not the greatest models.
No.
But the nostalgia.
For $10, what do you want?
Yeah. And it's not the best resin either. And I tell them, I'm like, this stuff's shattered.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's gonna be $30 for 10 of them if I give the more expensive resin.
It's possible.
I don't have any shooting.
Okay.
Range is.
It's the,
First number, right?
No, this is the best time to do that because we're already settled.
I've never had a ranged unit.
keep asking me this like I've read the rules.
It doesn't matter who's
Ranged.
A baby with a gun is still a baby with a gun. That's dangerous.
Oh, the range is 8 DU.
We all brought like stuff.
Tag value of 3.
I mean, the 18, I just don't know.
Tag value 2, range 8. Wow.
Yeah, it's like we have stuff.
Keep in mind, all I have to do is throw javelins. It's never come up.
Right, javelin's only 2.
So 6. So yeah, he's got range to him or him.
And who is eligible? Alright,
They could probably shoot.
they'll shoot.
Those are legionnaires. That's a Praetorian Guard.
5-5.
The Praetorian Guard is not in shield wall.
I choose both.
Yeah.
What's the
Because
worst?
why? I have money to. I don't
It's
have.
like if I target.
But I blow it anyway.
Oh, I can't, I moved.
No, when you target with a spell.
It stands still. So.
For some reason.
And I wouldn't have been in range
You said four? Am I correct?
if I was stayed still.
Yeah, because it's if you move, it's half the distance.
I
Alright.
drew my card, I think.
I don't remember you drawing one.
1, 2, 3, 4. I did not.
No, like I'm thinking mechanics. Okay, so if I block the flyer.
So I'm going to play group movement. Choose one of your units, activate it, and activate all other units within 3 distance units of that.
Yeah, there's three.
So I'm going to play it on
There's
him
four of us.
and activate the 4 of
Come
those.
on.
Just be like a.
Oh, last one, first one who dies doesn't get any of the 3 cards.
Winner doesn't get something.
We're all trying to lose now.
That's just to lose?
That's the story.
I'm gonna do it. So,
And this is a round down game, if I remember right. Nothing's rounded up, everything's rounded
I
down.
believe so.
I
Yeah.
have a 5-5 flying.
Wait, if I scoop it.
Yeah, but she can't block because it has menace. Everything that swings has menace.
Yeah, you
Go like that.
First one to lose. I'm gonna scoop.
Not the, because you don't have menace.
You don't get menace when you hit me. It's only when you hit other people, remember? That's my friend.
hit me.
That's the blame.
That's the
Like
blame.
anything that we're saying, like, oh, this does this, that does that.
No, hit me. I'll kill it.
If you hit me, you actually blow up.
Maybe I won't kill it.
Well, not.
This is the.
Okay. I'll worry.
You can get four
I like it because I love
instances
playing
of
AOS.
poison.
I
was thinking.
So like, I
Powerful, and you're gonna draw a card because of your
See, now you're praying
It's
for
like
a
you
downfall.
target-
Now everything is different.
Psychological warfare.
Why can't you play that fucking guy?
No, look at it. I'm just.
Well, we're all.
Two of them are coming in. You have 2 4s and 2.
But they have to right? It needs to be life, right? You actually have to hit my life total to 2 counters. How many counters would it be then?
It would be 4.
How many can I build up to?
Every instance of, yeah, getting hit by death touches to. How did you get your counter?
This just pretty much has
Darling
the
Gray Knight.
functions of
They're all the
2Ds,
same.
and this effect.
Did you play that this time?
Oh, you're totally
Can't swing?
fine.
Did you play that last time? Or this
Yeah,
one?
this turn.
Yeah, no, you can only swing with one deck. Because he doesn't have to.
Okay, so
That's
one,
me.
two,
You get the
Yeah,
fucking
only take
fanciest, coolest looking shit that has the most complicated rules.
Thank you, I consent.
That's the best.
four was a little.
That's the best hero.
Everyone's
Any room.
I was practicing with this too, though.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Okay, so your turn.
And it goes away.
it does. Oh, yeah, you're right. Reading.
It's just like, the thing with like backup.
And they're doing a
you
little
don't wanna give it something
team
without
hangout.
that touch.
Wait, wait a minute, wait a minute.
$5.
Yeah, you don't.
Corey's doing
Wait, Corey's
stuff.
making food?
I don't know what. Corey's doing stuff I wish the club used to be.
Are any of those enchantment creatures or are they just
More
creatures?
gathered stuff. Like they were in here watching the freaking streaming kill team movies at Saturday morning at 10 in the morning. Well, what are y'all doing?
Oh, wait,
So
I draw a card.
he's forming a club.
Yeah, you swung a V, so you guys each draw a card. Like, forget about that one, V?
Oh, yeah, true.
It's really cool. I think some of it's kind of
Yeah.
dumb,
I
but
keep forgetting about
you know,
that.
I'll participate. And, you know,
Any excuse that man has to put food into something, he's gonna do. Oh, absolutely. Corey's like, food? I'm in.
what kill team has not. run
So you
yet.
can't cream, like you can't juice or right, like I swing both of them, I get two draw, you get two draw, it's only one.
It
It's
doesn't
on-
hurt.
Yeah, it's only, it only triggers once.
I just have no fucking cards.
Whenever one or more creatures one controls.
You can be a power
Now,
player.
see, now I'm like, I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
This is scary.
It's rare.
About half the group are people like me, like I've never.
Don't have Patrick.
So, this is your first tabletop? Yeah. Rough summer for me.
My cost.
I want the Zine to go for that, that's
Two
to make
seven.
it as
For some cards.
Uh-huh.
I'll
Then
stick
I can print off Wahapedi or some shit.
I'll stick with Dead Zone, thank you.
Loose?
I'm done, it's your turn.
Right now?
I came close.
That's happened, but I don't know.
Well, the thing is I
Has
play
menace
some games, like my fucking.
And whenever start active attacks, choose up to one target non-land permanent, its controller may sacrifice it. If they don't start actively, deal 5 damage to that.
I'm going to aim and release, activate all ranged units except javelin throwers,
And then I am
Okay.
going to.
and I'm going to skirmish and activate one
So I
unit.
could technically go after you with it.
Yeah.
But like, I can't do both. Right? Like, I bought this, and it's probably-
Yeah.
I'm going to move my cavalry,
Sickness right now, I'm not doing it now.
I know.
and then I lay down all the cards I'm going to play,
Yes.
right? And then I get officer call at the end of my turn. I can draw as many cards as I need to match my general's leadership.
Okay,
So I'll draw.
sure.
Like all my skills.
They won't move, so they can shoot.
That's it.
5.
The one I have is like 4.
If I tap this,
Oh, it's the same.
I can put down my arcane signet. And then if I tap this, I can put down my sand.
So like,
Okay.
I'm like, maybe it's
All that
not
out.
so
Sand
But I
for.
want you to understand,
I think with this,
if
I'm
I
gonna
kept
just
that,
like.
like, I get rid of all my broken cards, if I kept that one white card, I sold it for like $25. Let's say I played her and then I played one, I would have made 12.
And then
All
I will shoot. I was trying to figure out if they had to shoot straight ahead or you picked a target.
I think it's 90 degrees.
My turn?
What's his stat? Big guy?
Because, you guys, this would be the first time you guys.
Oh, then y'all get that shit done. I'm not sure how to effectively dry brush.
And specify that the unit is attacking what target is without prior measurement, so you can't pre-measure when you
Okay.
select range measurement.
Yeah,
Range from the center of the target unit's front section to any part of the target unit, including extended section markers.
After you get most of it off,
Yeah.
literally just right here on the.
Oh yeah, as long as from the center of the unit to any visible part of the unit. So all three of them are gonna shoot the Praetorian Guard.
This is just improper.
So, but I only get 2 dice.
Let's see, they have professional, I get to reroll ones, they have deadly, I do double damage in melee, and where athletes would get +1 movement when charged.
So the first two.
Alright,
What's your armor?
well, I got a 5 to be hit and an 8 armor.
Okay, so
I can't even do anything.
we
Against
could
you.
die of a turn.
I have to roll 6s. Yeah.
Well, first let's see if you can.
You do know. You do know.
Hold it.
You gotta draw a
Indicate who's
card.
shooting, draw a card.
Ranged attacks have no effect.
You remember.
The winning unit in combat, that's melee. So
Well, no, you only flip one. That's the random attack.
It goes to that creature.
The first card you flip is the random, then the attacker gets to play a card, then the defender gets to
well,
play a
this
card.
one I can't. It negates them.
Okay, well, that's just for them. The guy sitting next to him, oh, okay. I see what you're doing now. What does that say?
That's melee.
Okay,
So it's no effect.
alright. So do you wanna play a card from your hand?
No, I only got one.
Do I wanna play a card from my hand? No, and no,
Okay, I was gonna say, don't be
no.
like Jared.
Yeah, the battery's gonna run out on the tablet anyway. So.
That's why his shit all looks like it's been at the syphilis.
Anyone besides me.
That's the only other unit that's shooting, right?
I love Jared.
Or is the third
These
one
two-
going?
The third one's going 12. So.
But yeah, like he uses it for something. So
We'll hold on to that. I'm good.
So
So you roll 2 dice, cause you're at long range.
you're
he's
5.
yeah, he's definitely
I
had
need
some
6s.
bashes and where I'm like,
Is that right?
What's your-
Not swinging nobody.
2.
Yeah.
Add 2.
Well, no, you need a 4 or better.
For the long range.
Oh, yeah, there's penalties. No.
Is my end step? Do you guys, anyone wanna do the funny?
No, it's just,
I don't care, I'm not gonna do it, but.
Oh, short is it's on there.
And then you could,
It's right there, long and short.
well, long and short is just for, if it's a long range attack, you only roll 2 dice. If it's a short range, you roll 4.
Right. Not like melee.
like you had to fuck with the push to fit power.
You know what?
So 2.
you will do it?
Alright.
Oh,
So
boy.
2 hits, now you need to break armor, and that's where the problem starts. Because I'm an armor 8, and Terry use,
And I do 2 down. I need 6s.
All the way.
Yes, no?
You're always gonna have like
Yes,
a
no?
hairline gap.
so that's a wound on them.
This one
I mean, say your
is
opponent's
melee. I don't have any cards. You have cards.
Yes, I'm going to play take cover, which is before receiving a ranged attack, the soldiers take cover and get +2/+2 against that ranged attack.
Yeah, I can't move
So,
because 6s aren't auto. You still have to.
well,
leave it.
that would make me a 7. So to hit me, you would have to roll a 6, because 6+2 is 8.
But to wound, I can't because your armor's a 10.
Yeah, details.
Going down the entire left.
So, well worth it. I don't need to be shot at. So total wounds are inflicted or lower.
You still got to make morale though.
Yep. So my morale is a 8 normally, but I have my general with me, who's going to give me a +1, so I have a 9.
Misgendered wrist, it's a guy.
Oh, it's a guy. I don't know.
That's a 6.
Good.
Alright,
And I'll draw up. So I get 6 cards.
When I create an insect and I know a card, if it was a bug, I would have repeated the process.
They gave you more than one mission at launch, and then they waited
Bug.
like 8 months pack, that mission pack had one more mission. So the game's been out now for
And the rest of
a
them.
little over a year and a half. It has 2 missions.
I don't have anything to play.
They've put out model kits all day long. Well, they actually haven't done.
So-
But there was like
I
the
wanna
first
pick a card.
Yeah, I'm running out of stuff
6
to
months.
merge.
Birds.
He's my commander. Yeah,
And
go.
it's like every other month.
We're very go-to group.
Pitch that.
A little bit.
It's literally just.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe it's spread.
And then just draw 3.
No, nobody can
I realized how fun it is to go to the beach. It was your choice.
Like this. Sounds like all-
Yeah,
Ironically,
Big Brad already bought half the units in there.
That boy has not changed in the
You've known him a long time, haven't you?
25 years now.
I like him, he's odd.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was my turn. You're up.
General's orders. Okay, everybody within his influence. My influence is 3.
All right. So 3DU.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot.
No, that still gets you him, them.
Yeah, so there's that one.
5 units off of 1 card. Ain't nothing to sneeze at.
I got activate all ranged units.
I guess I'll kill them one for
And activate 1 skirmish.
Yeah, remember the sands for it, man. So
Yeah.
you lose 4.
Yippee!
I gave you that card.
Here's your bird.
Alright. Bird rabies. It'll be my turn after this card.
They'll just shoot.
Enjoy your 20 pounds of plastic.
Yeah, I will.
So these are the
I'll see you.
See. Oh, this one. Yeah, birds.
Let me just read.
Okay.
So we got shooting.
Creature doesn't play. The tokens are dirty for the rest of the game.
Shoot Turians again.
The tokens are dirty.
There's a range attack. The minimum number of casualties caused will be 2 regardless of the dice rolls. In the event impossible shots cancels this.
Yeah.
So it's gonna cost 2 regardless of the dice rolls.
Okay. So we'll just put 2 on it and save us the trouble.
Yeah.
Well, anybody can just like look at the fucking tubes. I haven't seen anybody else put that.
Nothing there.
Like the.
Oh, yeah. I guess I had mine. Oh, shit. So, yeah, you still have your bird.
I will play accurate shots.
Just like a morale check.
You have to do each time.
I believe so.
I got the
It's true.
Good. 5.
So I do another 2 points of damage. Unless you have impossible shots.
I do not. Y'all can stop pulling that card anytime you're ready.
That is one.
I got elves over here.
Yeah, no, this one's
So that's another morale check.
To the end, or if I can do
I think you wait till the end.
range attack phase. Yeah. Target range. Yeah, I guess I gotta do it every time.
Yeah. Consequences.
Alright, so I've got 5.
Probably thought you could prove it.
-1 for 3 wounds.
It was this big.
Oh.
Correct. Yep.
-1 one for every wound.
However,
Yeah, we're filling that one.
It's only one.
Alright, so we're fleeing.
I think about promos.
I think that just gave me the game.
why?
Because my general's in that unit.
I mean, yeah.
And we just hold them.
Like, there's only 3 cards in there, that's probably like 40.
Yeah.
If the rules in here say, check at the beginning of the term,
Oh, for the scenario.
oh, it's just death of the Roman general. Alright, so you haven't cacked him yet.
Once he runs off the
My
board.
pile's small.
He runs off the board, that's
Yeah.
getting
I keep the ones I need, I don't have them all together.
so.
Yeah, I still gotta fix my miracle worker. I accidentally didn't know about that big pack, put all my things in there.
Does that tell me special maneuvers, reduced movement? Oy. Turn sequence. You activate a unit in flight that is not in combat, immediately do a morale check with all equal modifiers. If you pass it, the unit recovers, and broken fleeing markers can be removed. You can change its orientation, because they should be
You know, I
retreating.
just
Remember, everything that you attack has been.
And then remove the active unit marker since unit cannot move or fight this turn. Wonderful.
And if the general's fleeing, it's -1 to the morale checks for all friendly units.
Yay.
So I guess they'll shoot your legionnaires then.
Okay.
And no missiles. No cards to play.
I don't have any. I don't know
2
why.
dice, your armor's a 5.
4s are back.
1.
Alright, now you need
So is that
a
whenever
6
you
or better.
attack, that thing happens?
Yeah, whenever he attacks, she does 2 very normal from it. His controller may sacrifice it, if they don't
Stupid.
start acting, he'll fight.
You're gonna pick something to go away.
Meanwhile, the legionnaires are standing next to him
And
going,
draw
"Oh,
one
I don't
card.
want it.
So now, do you rally at the beginning of your turn?
I have to decide to activate
But he
it,
is going
Oh,
to
yeah.
attack.
and then. Alright, so first order of business. We're going to play reinforce a unit. And he's going to heal 2 damage.
It has.
Start getting rid of some of the modifiers.
You have to choose 2 things to block.
Oh,
We're also going to throw good omens.
so I can't
Oh,
block
you can't
it.
play 2 cards.
You have creatures you can block with, you have all of them open.
But they have menace.
You just choose 2, like.
Oh, I have to.
Put
Yeah,
2
let's say
cards on the
she's playing
same.
with her bird, it has to be like both. That's just how it works.
And then
So it'll
you
block-
choose who dies from it.
Like you choose 2 creatures and then she chooses the spell. So if you wanted to block everything, you have to block 2 things per target. So I doubt you'd wanna do that, cause one of them is death.
Oh, I can choose my blocks, right?
Yeah.
You cannot use
Okay.
2 order cards on the same unit in one turn.
Where's that at?
Page 13. Unique orders.
You'd die to the bird unless you could.
Alright, so we played that. I'm going to play mobilization. I can activate 3 units. Normally it would just be my general's leadership, but since he's fleeing, I get to activate 3. And then I'm going to play.
You can help with that. No, you're just making them all attack me.
No,
You're over there hiding your little force.
no, no, I don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I must have spent
No
it.
proof.
That was
No
stupid.
evidence.
Why is that squirrel on the board?
You had a
He's
card
just
that you
looking.
spent the bottom.
Well, I had a card that let me move all my cav units,
Oh,
and
you used it for
I
defense.
think I pitched it
to
trying to
draw.
avoid getting shot. So, alright, so I can activate 3 units. And we're going to activate
In order for that card to be good, she has to have
a lot.
Right.
Could I do that? Do that.
Like she's
both
Voltron, but for
on this
TV
size, this size.
specifically.
I'm gonna activate them.
Just
We're going to activate them.
target creature you control deals combat damage equal to its
We're
size.
gonna activate them.
Target creature comes over in battle.
So,
So this card just kills this one.
first order of business.
And then I just do this.
Is patience
This
of
dies,
those.
this dies.
These
But I don't take that.
are just going to
I don't
wheel.
take the damage from.
You're on.
Engage your creature.
Now, since this had trample, would that like the one damage go for you?
Dealing damage is not.
I think that's
not
Like up.
That's why this only goes back.
Oh, I forgot to throw javelin.
It was in the middle of the boards, I figured you wanted it.
And then
You have to swing with this. It's good.
I swung at her.
Oh, you didn't block that
Yeah, I
one?
took
Oh, it's an
No, I didn't
event.
block
You gotta
her.
play cards to throw javelin.
Yeah, you gotta have an event card for it.
How much?
Come on.
You say a lot about
To friend. You love that. It's like I literally watched that and I was like, oh my fucking god. I know it's gonna piss you off. Who doesn't like seeing that?
Oh, God.
Such dread. At me seeing me get what I
All the
got.
shit is 36.
Just foiling you was my prime.
Defensive movement shield use.
It's never a primary.
Just have reduced movement.
Never.
So if you
Never
have
was,
reduced
but,
movement, are you allowed to
it's a happy
engage in
benefit.
combat?
Never a prime.
Alright, so I can do one.
And something
shields, that's
died,
good.
what you do better.
So we're going to
One,
charge into there. Now for the big money.
I like the one, you know, two things.
They're going to attempt to rally. With -3 for every wound. -1 because he's broken. -1 because the general's fleeing.
Okay.
So that's going to be -5. And then morale's a 9. And we're still running.
I mean, she's still gorgeous, but she's just like a beautiful lady. She's definitely
She's like the second coming of Dolly Parton.
Okay, and I can try to recover again in the flight phase.
She used to.
You failed?
Oh, yeah.
You roll it.
6.
What do you need?
4 better, 4 or lower.
Really?
Yeah. Well, the morale's 8. I get +1
One for your general.
for my general, but I'm losing 3 points because I got 3 wounds on me. I'm losing 1 because the general's fleeing, and I'm losing 1 because the unit's broken.
Oh,
So now the plus side is I don't run yet, but that blows the activation.
so fleeing, you're also broken? So you're broken and
That's what
fleeing?
it's- What I'm getting from it.
Go back in time and get them all again.
Let me double check.
I think they're separate.
Power stone you can kill people with. Yeah.
You rolled 8 though, didn't you? Regardless.
Yeah, it's, even if I lose the 1 for being broken, I'm still 1 short.
Note that fleeing units have no additional penalties apart from those already caused by being broken.
When Master Warmer enters.
Because you can flee without being broken, like
Yeah,
some of
from
the-
a card effect or
Whenever a
something.
creature under
Yeah,
control
but from
dies,
combat, you're
control
screwed.
dies, that player loses 2 lives.
So,
Yeah, like there's ones that you played that all cavalry fled, or I remember because of my light cavalry that one game were all
Yeah.
fleeing.
Whenever Master Warm enters, creatures the opponent's control get.
they're
-2
going to go to
penalties
there,
on the turn.
Yeah, that didn't sound right.
-2s on all your stuff.
and they're going to engage
Whenever a
in
creature an opponent controls dies,
combat and try to run your ass over. So,
God damn.
I have no shooting whatsoever, so we're going to go over here to melee.
It's like definitely
you
insane.
4 life.
I just lost my hand. My burgers, but.
The guillotine.
So first order of business is draw and resolve events.
And then your little thing frogs, isn't it?
Traps in the field. In the face of a charge, the defender receives the enemy with traps. God damn.
Here,
So you get +1
It's also a 6/5.
to hit and damage in melee, and you get +2 to hit and armor in
if you're broken, if a broken unit fails this morale check, then it flees. You either remove any special formation markers, place a fleeing marker instead. Also remove any envelope. So if you're broken and not fleeing, if you're a broken unit fails another morale check, then it's fleeing. So the first time
Okay, but I was fleeing from
shooting.
damage because it said if total wounds inflicted are lower than that number, the defender must do a morale check. If the defender begins to flee as a result of a morale check, the fleeing move is done immediately.
Yeah, so from shooting you ought to go to flee,
Yeah,
How it
but
works.
from melee you go broken.
you'll be
then-
broke.
Um,
All right, so good news, you're probably going to survive this. I've got 1 square to your 1 square, so that's going to be 1 die. I have a +4 to hit. Your to hit is a 5, but you get a +2, making you a 7.
You got cards, right?
You get to play a card, or I get to play a card first.
You did. But.
Mm,
No one's attacking me though. It's also a good argument.
Well, yeah, because everyone gets everyone's
So-
got minutes.
Everyone gets a card regardless.
Sure.
I think I'm going to
The
be-
sergeant in charge of the unit is going to harangue the troops. I gain +2 to hit, and +2 damage, and +1 to be hit, and +1 armor. Do you have a card to throw? Alright, so I am now, instead of being a 4/4, I am a 6/6.
So what card is
You're a 5, so
Oh,
don't
yeah,
roll
that's
more.
a change your end step,
So I hit
target
you.
enchantment. Oh, wait,
Now,
you have
you've
enchantment.
got a 4 armor,
I
and I've got a
I have
6
this.
damage.
I read it wrong.
That's
So that's going to be a wound
Just
for
the
you.
only enchantment thing on the field.
And then you get to swing back.
Okay.
Red-
Now you are going, oh no, I'm sorry.
I have to activate.
So,
No, you
units
don't.
of your,
Instead, it's just I take 1 damage. I just
Pretty
take
sure
1
we
damage
both-
if I don't sacrifice it.
I don't think we both fight. I think I have to activate
but
only if
it's
I.
gonna level up
I don't know. Fuck.
Oh shit! Right.
No, you get to swing.
Really?
Yeah, it's right here on the sheet.
Huh.
Determine how many
Oh,
dice
okay.
to roll the attacker rolls.
Oh
dice
yeah,
versus
because
saving
that has the
damage,
first fight and all that other stuff.
And then the defender repeats the process.
So I got 2.
So you get a +1/+1 on your stat, which makes you a 3/3. So you get, you get 1 die, because we've only got 1 square
Oh, that's right.
touching. So you've got a 3, and my armor, or my to hit is a 7. So you need 5s or better.
with that, this has to go.
There's a 6. Now the downside is my armor's a 10. So
I
I've done
couldn't wound you at all.
1 wound to you.
Morale
You never
check.
receive more morale.
Whenever
This
starting
combat
attacks,
will do a
you
morale
just
check.
have to mark it on a permanent.
Both units receive the same amount of wounds, both make a check. If the unit fails the morale check, it becomes broken. If it was already broken, it flees.
I'm gonna hold and auto pass my morale check.
Fair enough. God damn, what the fuck are they doing?
Because you hit me for 5 and then I don't want to get that back.
Jack, us, it's upstairs. And then we go over here
That's hilarious.
for the same thing.
And,
So for this one, combined attack. If another one of your units makes contact with them, you can add both attack values. Defender decides to attack. We don't have that, so it's pointless. I am not putting a card on this. Do you have a card you'd like to
I
play?
do not.
Alright, so I get 1 die. I'm a 4 on the swing.
It's your deck.
You're a 4 on the damage,
I'm being targeted.
or 4 on the to be hit. So I need
The cards on deck are so powerful.
the 1 will do it.
Helps with some things.
Yeah, 5 beats my 4.
Now for damage, I've got a 5, your armor's a 6, so I need a 2 or better to show a wound, and that's a 3.
You know what's funny?
So that's going to be 1 wound to you, and then you get to swing back.
I take my morale. We don't take a morale check.
Not
until
yet.
after we're done. I'm spearman, so I'm +1 fight against
Okay,
+1 sword. So it's
so that gives you a 4.
is it on both of them or just the first one?
You gotta embrace it. Like, I need to
What's it say?
embrace
+1.
the bad into the bad.
Spear is just +1.
Yeah, so it's just going to be for the first number. So for, it could be for both. Probably it's for both. So anyway, let's see if you hit first. So you get a 4 to hit, and my defense is a 6. You need 3s or better.
Yeah, you still get the two,
That's a
you
hit.
still get the two, so
Now for damage, you have a 3 from your bonus, and my armor is an 8, so you need a 6 to wound. Mother. So that's a wound for both of us. And that's going to be a morale check for both of us.
I'm at 7. My general's there, so I'm at 8 -1, so I'm back down to a 7. I fail.
You're fleeing. I don't have a general bonus. I'm a 7. I have 1 wound. I need a 6. And that's an 8. So I'm fleeing.
Broken.
So we're both broken.
I'm broken. Yeah, we're both broken.
Expensive ass route.
And broken. We don't move yet. Just broken. We don't fall back yet.
6555.
Failed another morale check. Then you fail.
Well, it says this morale check. Unit receive more wounds in this combat. Will do a morale check. The both units receive the same amount of wounds. Both make the check. If the unit fails the morale check, it becomes broken. If it was already broken, it flees.
Yeah, so we stay broken.
Alright. And then that's it for me. So the
That's
last
what
thing.
I think that's one of the things I like about this game. You don't auto flee. You're broken, so you're shaking.
Yeah.
You're not there yet. You're faltering.
One more tap. Now we go to flight. All units who were in flight the previous turn perform a morale check. If they pass it, they were organized to stop fleeing. If not, to continue moving towards the rear. 3 wounds, general's fleeing, so that's a -4. My leadership being a 9. That's a 6. So that's still a fail. And that's going to be
Oh, okay.
Because I have a 4/4, I need a 4/4. I need to die, I don't want that.
another
I
rock.
want her to die. She gets nice. Or she gets- she
Oh, that's
gets
another thing.
more.
Everything under the
Really
board is
funny.
-1 because you're
It's
generals.
funny.
Yes.
So
Oh, well, that'll be nice if I still have an army when it's my turn again. So, you're up.
Hey, how we doing?
You see they made a Warhammer 40K list.
yeah, I have it. I used it for a campaign. I didn't play Risk with it. I
The
used
only-
the map.
The only thing I don't understand is there's 5 different armies. I think it's Space Marines, Chaos, Orcs, Eldar, and G-Steel. You get Marneus Galgar for the Marines, you get Abaddon for the things, and then you get generic Exarch, generic
Yeah,
Magus,
I
and
didn't use
generic
any.
Warboss.
I used the cards and the map to do a 40K campaign. Simple. When I had the old shop, I didn't even look at the rules. I thought it would be dumb, but it has,
I mean, it's Risk, it's throw dice and all.
well, adding the flavor.
Yeah.
The Lord of the Rings Risk flavor was actually pretty good. Man, my cards suck.
Where does one keep a lava reserve?
So if I don't do anything, I draw 3 cards.
Correct, or you can pitch cards from your hand and draw the number you pitched plus 1.
Grenade/fuel cell. They drop it, stick it back in, and you get 5 shots out.
I will pass and draw 3 cards.
Okay, now, before you do that,
Oh, we do our melee first, right?
I think the melee, you still fight even though you didn't play
Yeah.
any activation things on it.
Correct.
So, pick which one you'd like to begin with,
Go there.
and
Both -1,
flip a
-1.
card first.
It is pikes versus mount. The defender receives with pikes the charge of a mounted unit. Casualties are simultaneous, and the defender gets +1/+1 and +1/+1.
Well, you figure it's almost $100. Yeah.
I have pikes,
And I'm mounted, so
so I get +1 to the sword and +1 to the shield.
Usually I'm saving over how much I paid for the.
But we're minus.
yeah, we're not happy.
We're broken, so we're.
Let's see here. According to this, for melee, for the
-1
attack,
for both.
you're -1 on broken, you're not in phalanx, you're not at narrowhead, you're spearman, so you get +1 for mounted units.
We did like a 3-way.
So that cancels out your negative.
On the card gives me a +1.
So the card gives you a +1, so you're gonna be fighting at
That's like $68.
4.
4. And do you have a card you'd like to play on this? So, that should probably be a hit.
8 to your 6.
Yep.
And then I'm a 3 because I'm +1 there.
I've got an armor 8.
So I need 5.
So, on the other side, I get 4, and your defense is
So
a 4.
5. 5 with a pike.
5 with the pike, so I need to roll a 2, and that's 2. And
I'm
then
7.
your armor 7, I'm strength 5, I need a 3 or better,
Oh, yeah.
and that's a 3. So that's another wound to you.
I got enough food. Yep. Okay.
And I'm a 7 -3 +1, so -2. So I need a 5.
And I never take food from all of
No, so I flee.
So you're gonna run your distance backwards.
And if I run through a unit, that flees also.
Weird. Don't keep that shit.
Fleeing. Fleeing unit recovered. 34.
He was just like, it was barely holding.
Yeah.
And then he just topped
Alright.
into this card that's just, it's like might be the most broken card I've ever seen. It's
Flight
not
phase.
It's all your creatures, double
Fleeing
strike,
unit.
flying.
Flees immediately moving special formation section markers. Place a fleeing marker instead. Remove any enveloping section markers of the enemy.
It'll evaporate.
You're now taking 30 damage.
Fleeing unit is blocked. Blocked initial flight movement takes place as soon as combat ends. Uses full movement value, can turn and rotate as many times as it needs to break off from the attacking unit and move towards its own lines following the most direct path. In its flight, it will inevitably cross any of the friendly units that are in its path and not in special formation. In doing so, those units will break.
Like double strike.
So they're not going to immediately turn and flee, but they're going to get broken markers of their own.
Yeah.
If you have a people, like, it's just so stupid.
I have to stop my movement right before, but they're broken.
If
You get a broken
selection
marker?
control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent, you deal that +2 instead.
Oh. Oh.
So take 3s.
Like so.
Okay, what?
You'll take 3.
Okay.
You don't have to do that.
So
Not right now.
over here, random event, survey says,
Winning unit in a combat gets a hero marker. It's a tie, no effect. Winner gets a hero marker.
alright, so I'm assuming that's a hero marker.
Yes.
So, you're the attacker. You swing on it. Are you playing a card?
I don't have one. No.
Alright, so you're swinging a 2. My defense, if he hits a 5, you need 4s or better. That is a 3. I'm swinging back.
Could we have done our little overlap things? Or only the winner?
Damn!
Or you have to have, can't remember how we did those.
No, that's someone else.
It's off of their snake.
Yeah,
Two ships not
That's-
called
I just
lashing
had to hit
around.
something for damage.
Call.
Damn. That's crazy.
Extended. Enveloping 21, 23. Alright, units that are engaged in combat versus fight in the melee phase, if they weren't activated, the activator player can activate their engaged units in combat to envelop, reorient, or disengage.
Yeah, you have to activate them during.
Alright, so my swing back, I've got a 4 on the hit, and you've got a 5 to be hit. I need 2s. That's a 3. Now I've got a 4 on the damage. You've got an armor of 4, and that's going to wound. So that's a second wound point to you. Pass your morale check. Alright. So there's that.
So now I will draw 3 cards.
Okay.
I'm going to.
I'm safe for like standard.
And I got a fleeing unit. Is that this turn or next turn we roll?
Before you draw, you would have a chance to rally them
Red,
Um,
to.
at the end of the turn. Make your morale check with all applicable modifiers,
Turn them.
and, oh no, in Cleary's turn, you have to roll for them.
Sorry.
For this next turn.
I'm going to play full mobilization, activate everything.
Your whole army?
Yep.
So everyone loses 1 life, but because it's non-combat.
No, I get to try to rally him.
Now, is that the only way you get to try to rally twice?
Yes. And if he does rally, all he can do is he loses his fleeing and or broken markers, he gets to reform, and that's it. So, movements.
I'm going to use
Well, let's see.
my sand
Let's
for
get crazy.
the 2, and this to.
My buddy, when I was in the army, started talking, he's an IRS agent.
Yeah, okay.
in Arizona now. He was a civilian. His wife was a sergeant. I wasn't friends with her, but I was at her house all the time playing Warhammer with him because he got out of the army and I met him. I don't even know how. We started playing Warhammer all the time, board games. He introduced me to a bunch
I
of cool
use
board. I didn't know shit about board games. War games, War of the Ring,
Yeah.
House Divided, Civil War, all sorts of stuff. And so we got in touch with him a couple of years ago, and he talked about. He's like, "What are you doing now?" And he's like, he's 6'9", 380 pounds. He's an IRS agent now. So he always gives me shit about being a hobbit. So we started talking again. So I told him a picture of this. He's still a hardcore gamer and stuff. But that's when I was drinking. I would drink at their house and talk shit. They would laugh. I can't believe you're an officer. And I'm like, "Look at anybody else."
Alright, so he's going to advance.
But he's always looking for new games.
Yeah.
And his wife's a doctor, principal of a elementary school. Doctor, but she games too. So I just took a picture and sent him this. Because he likes historical stuff too.
I won't count the shrines one, cause that's just a lot. I never tax on that.
There, since you're sitting there just waiting for me to,
I ran out of movement cards. I can see, I used them all at the beginning, holding some back.
so far that's been the only major bitch everybody's had about this,
You run out of cards.
running out of
Well, that one
cards.
game we played, you had none.
Yeah.
And I had my whole army just moving wherever I
I'm
wanted.
saying, what's the target of the?
That's what I'm looking at right now.
It can be anything, it's a target.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pick me stuff, my stuff.
Keep up the skier, as they say. And then he's going to move 3,
So you'll take 15.
forward.
Thank you.
Everything's double.
All right, now for
No,
them.
no, 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 hang on, hang on.
So -3, -4,
Because, hang on, let me
the
get it
general's
back.
fleeing.
It's not,
Don't think anyone casually wants
because
to take
the 5 would turn into
So I
7.
have a
Yeah, you'd be at 2 health.
9,
That's
Oh,
not
because,
cognitive
yeah,
damage
it's
plus
not
2.
combat.
5 or lower
7 times
on
2 is
2 dice.
14.
Don't
That only
Yeah,
applies
two
at
health.
this point, right? Not combat.
That's not combat.
It's response to the going.
So, but I could choose.
All right, and I won this, so I get a hero.
Choose to sack it, you won't take the 14. but
For
then you
that.
still take 10 damage.
Okay, so first order of business, what happens when you charge a fleeing unit?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so one way I take 14 damage and the other I take 10?
No,
No.
you have to take 10 damage, and then if you choose to get rid of it, you don't take 14.
It could be
You can take
24.
All
14 or
it is
24.
just, mainly you're just copying like.
Attacking a fleeing unit. Fleeing unit suffers an attack, will defend itself normally, but with a -2/-2 penalty for the shield. Will not have to make a morale check because it's already fleeing.
She's gonna win, she's gonna kill you.
No,
So the good news
I don't
is-
mean- I don't know how the,
There's gonna be 2 charred corpses.
You'll get the fight. The bad news is,
Now we're-
-2/-2.
yeah, on
It'll
the
be
shield
fine, I
part,
promise,
so
it'll be
-2 to
fine,
hit,
trust me.
-2
Trust me, I have
on
the
your
plans.
armor.
Maybe.
You going here?
Oh, wait, no, it has.
Fierce charge.
Yeah, you could-
When you charge, you do so with great speed and aggressiveness, get +1/+2. Okay, so I'm throwing 2 dice.
it's all good.
I've got a 5 to hit, and you're currently rocking a 2 dodge.
Battle without hands.
So,
I
hey, what
told
do you
I
know,
was
I
like,
hit.
This side of the
Now
table.
for armor,
This side of the table is gonna be.
I'm
charred
swinging a
corpses.
7.
Nowhere
Oh,
left
4.
for-
And your armor's a 4.
It'll be,
Hey, I wounded you.
There's nowhere left.
it'll
So,
be 3 damage.
2 more.
2 more, you can just flip one of those over. And then you get to swing back.
Put a -2.
It's 1 from the thing and then.
Yeah, but they
it's
take
2.
half damage.
Melee attack.
So I'm
You're
a
gonna be
1.
-1 for 3 wounds. You're gonna be -1 because you're broken. I should have been -1 because I was broken, but it doesn't matter because the
Oh,
numbers
wait,
are so
she's the
goddamn
source
high.
you control.
I'm a 0. I need to roll
You are
6.
a spearman,
This is a sword.
Yes, so
so
plus
you
Actually
get +1.
Did
Did you say
I need
source would give
5s or 6s.
Oh, yeah, and that's a source you control.
Nothing.
Okay.
So, good news, you don't take a morale check because you're already fleeing.
So I flee again.
It's like the stupid paladin.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know the stupid
Yeah.
fucking paladin. Are you probably thinking about her playing?
What page is that?
It's like
You
the
remember?
worst.
I was looking at,
Star Athlete is really fucking
page 33.
You could have a full
So you don't have to make a morale check because you're already fleeing, but you lost the combat, so
You're ready to kill this guy.
you're going to
No.
And it's just
That card you would have, always ran it when I played Paladin because it's so good.
Probably not the one you're there.
It's
Oh, no,
so
you have to
good.
begin to flee, so no.
I was full
You
tap,
just
by
stay
the way,
put.
so-
Why does it stay put? Yeah, stay put.
Well, because it just, cheat sheet says if you,
There we go.
Um,
if
Oh,
you
I'll
flee-
flee in the fleeing phase. Flight phase, right?
Yeah. If it was already broken, no. Both make, unit fails a morale check, it becomes broken, if it was already broken, it flees. If unit flees, the flight movement is done immediately, if both units are in flight, the active player flees first. If neither unit is eliminated or flees, the units may in combat for next turn, so yeah, I guess you run again.
What about fleeing through a broken unit? Does the
You
broken
get
unit
to,
become
you get
flee?
to rotate and, adjust however you need to.
Oh, I make it over.
Yeah.
If it's only if I stop on them.
I knew it had something.
But the real trick is what you should have done is you tapped it before leaving.
Oh, no additional effect.
Okay.
If it's fled through a fleeing unit goes through a broken unit, there's no additional effect.
Yay. Okay, over here. So we're gonna be throwing 3 dice on the attacker.
Heroes +1/+1.
So that's a 4/4. Let's see what the Random Hand of Fate has to add
No
to this.
combat.
No, poor visibility. So sand, wind, fog, or sun make it difficult to see in this combat. -2 for the attacker and defender to hit.
No. One.
So, let's see here. Melee attack. I don't have any wounds.
We're big.
I do not have one. I do,
6, 5,
however,
6,
have
6.
4, 5, 6, 6.
javelins, which don't do me any good. I have professionals, I get to reroll ones, and I have deadly 6s or double damage. So, -2 from the stupid card.
Oh, yeah, no, I trust.
Do I have anything? Yeah, why not? I'm gonna throw luck. I roll twice as many dice to hit and choose half of them.
To play Arcane Signet, whatever, Shinji. Arcane Shinji. Arcane Shinji. Yeah. This is it's a 5/5 but technically does 10 damage. Yeah. And also it also like it would have half its damage for Vendigoes, right? It would have half its damage for Vendigoes, right? It says any source.
I don't have any cards.
Okay, damage.
Oh, yeah.
This is real.
So, base is 4, -2 for poor visibility, +1 for the hero, makes me 3. And I get to reroll ones to hit,
That's so funny.
and 6s cause double damage.
I know.
So I get to roll 6
So
dice.
that's-
She's also flying.
So it's a 5/5 and I block it by 6/6, but if it's 12, it only do half
A
of 6.
3, and you're a,
Four is right.
I'm just
no,
saying.
that's a 3
No,
section.
I'm flying.
1 section, 2 section, 3
Okay,
sections.
that's what I was wondering.
And the luck card lets me roll double.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Alright, well, I only get to pick half of them. But, I'm a 3 to hit, your defense is a 5, so I need 3s to wound.
Flying.
Four hits.
It's also first.
Reroll this,
So it would kill.
Shouldn't you have 8 dice?
Yeah.
No.
So I'm
there's only
actually
3
gonna
sections
send-
in combat, you only roll 1 die
Oh,
per
3
section.
sections, gotcha.
This way, I'm gonna send
So,
this one close, so
three
you
hits.
can't block that one.
3
It's
hits,
just four damage.
and then to wound, I've got a 4 strength, you've got a 4 armor.
Isn't your -2 strength because of the dust?
No, because it's just poor visibility.
It's vigilance.
I can't see why I would, not being able to see would affect,
So it's oh, is it forcefully tapped?
and that's going to be 3 wounds.
Yeah, vigilance is combat tap.
Okay.
If the card just says like tap and put a stun counter on it,
I
vigilance
don't
is.
think I'll survive this one. Since I can't roll.
Well, you get to fight back, but you're dead at the end of it. So, you're -2 to hit, which makes you a 0.
So I need 5s.
Yes.
You're a cobra.
No, you need 6s.
Because they have to beat it.
I mean, the flying is the
So
first
that
trick.
takes care of them.
I will break.
But I will
you're
block
dead.
the other one with my 6/5.
You only take 5
Oh,
wounds.
5 wounds.
It'll just die.
So those come off.
The whole
No, it's
35
gonna
points.
die.
You're almost there.
Shut
up.
Oh, it doesn't die, does it?
Yeah, no, this is not.
But I'm preventing 8 from going through my health.
You are.
So I'm gonna prevent the 8.
You're gonna rotate, it's gonna swing at that.
Yeah, and it's your turn.
If I get out.
And then you'll take 10 damage.
I'm sure the card's in there as backup.
And that one goes tapped.
Yeah, do I get,
Oh, do you rally now?
oh yes, I gotta rally him. I'll try to rally him.
If you don't, game over.
Pretty much.
Damage, like,
So, same thing, I need
I didn't.
5 or less on 2 dice. And that's an 8.
Free because of this, right?
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Attack it for free because of this, right?
Let's get to shoot some shitty runaway.
Damage the creature.
But that you're used to stuff like that, aren't you?
Pretty much.
You have to still pay.
Seems to be the reoccurring
So
theme,
if there's a page.
So you win that one.
It's like some cards might say witness is
which
sacrificed.
gives you a reinforcement
Like, that's
bonus
how
of
it
some
was
kind,
So if
which
this was put on a card
at some
without
point I'll have to
sacrifice,
actually look up
how would
the
that work? Would you just sacrifice it?
Campaigns.
campaign rules and find out how they